Are you ready to test your chess skills? In this video, you are going to face two instructive puzzles featuring the isolated queen's pawn and a final mate-in-3 challenge. The idea is that you stop the video at each example and try to find the moves before I reveal them. Yeah, this can be a very nice way to sharpen your decision making and have some impact in your real game. So I encourage you to take the opportunity. Otherwise, the ideas we're going to analyze are worth learning even without thinking, but yeah, it's always better to try to solve the ideas by yourself. I highly encourage you to stay till the end because there you're going to see how a future world champion is checkmated in 3. So let's start with the first position. Here is why to move. And yeah, the position seems really stable because black's control of d5 is remarkable. The two knights, together with a pawn and with the help of the queen, are blockading the advance of the d pawn. So yeah, what would you play? This is a nice idea because there is a hidden resource for white to create plenty of activity. So I encourage you to stop the video for some minutes, 5 minutes if you wish, and yeah, try to discover the best move. This one was played by Victor Korchnoi with white versus Florin Georgiou, the Romanian grandmaster. So Korchnoi decided to play bishop takes f6. Yeah, sacrificing the bishop pair. This is really shocking at first, but his intention is to break the blockade. Yeah, as I explained before, those knights are blockading the advance of the d pawn, and yeah, rather than maneuvering slowly but aimlessly, Korchnoi decided to open the game by sacrificing the bishop pair by capturing on f6. After knight takes f6, the idea is to push the d pawn and blast open the center. Yeah, white's pieces are going to be more active, but this is not completely obvious. The game continued with e takes d5, as there were no other options. The power of this rook is filling, the power of the bishop is getting even to the king. So e takes d5, and here comes a very instructive moment in which Korchnoi captured with bishop. At the beginning, you could have thought that knight takes d5, and bishop takes d5, and yeah, the light square bishop is superior to black's dark square, but this is a very small advantage. I mean, if it's an advantage, it's really small. So Korchnoi instead captured with the bishop right away, inviting Georgiou to capture. Yeah, the problem with capturing is that after knight takes d5, the knight becomes a beast and is really almost impossible to stop it. Yeah, knight f6 and knight e7 are winning material both, so this is a winning position for white. After bishop takes d5, now Korchnoi is simply trying to capture the b pawn, but there is a hidden idea. Yeah, let's imagine Georgiou plays b6. Now, white to play and win. Yeah, I mean, this is not one of the puzzles, but this is an interesting situation and an easy puzzle, I would say. So the move is bishop e6. A beautiful idea, attacking the queen with a rook, but also with a supported bishop. I mean, queen takes e6 is simply answered by rook takes e6, winning the queen. So bishop d5 has this hidden idea of playing bishop e6. Georgiou played rook b8. That is a little bit, well, passive. Instead, playing the rook to e8, this one or the other one, was a better try. After the trade of rooks, rook takes e8, bishop takes b7, white is a pawn up, but it's really difficult, really challenging to transform it into a win. So rook b8, and here Korchnoi played bishop b3. Yeah, simple and strong. We can see how the white rooks control the board, dominate the board, and it feels really difficult for black to place the queen on a safe place. So queen c7, not a nice move. It was better to play queen c6, but even there, after queen takes e6, b takes e6, rook e7, Yeah, white's pressure is enormous. The pawn on a7 is falling, the pawn on f7 is attacked, and the pawn on c6 will definitely be attacked very soon. So yeah, or even by rook d6. But there are some saving chances due to the presence of different colored bishops. So this can be a better way to defend for sure. So the game continues with queen c7, and now yeah, the knight comes to the battle by simply jumping to b5, queen b6, and knight d6. Yeah, and this is a monster piece supported by the rook and joined by the bishop to attack f7. So this is a really tough position to play. Rook e7 might be coming as well. So rook bd8, attacking the knight. And here Korchnoi played knight takes f7, deciding the game. Now the game continued with rook takes f7, but it was interesting to see rook takes d1, rook takes d1, rook takes f7, and the beautiful rook d7. Yeah, attacking the rook, taking advantage of the pin, and taking advantage of the fact that knight takes d7 is answered by queen takes f7, king h8, and queen g8 checkmate. So that was a very beautiful idea, but it didn't appear on the board. So after knight f7, rook takes f7, rook takes d8, queen takes d8, and queen takes b7. Yeah, now the rook is attacked, pawns are falling, and yeah, this rook is even getting to the action as well. So after queen d7, rook e7, you decided to resign. I want to mention that h4, trying to make use of g6 as a hook, yeah, trying to play h5 was another possibility to fight for an advantage. Yeah, but definitely bishop takes f6, knight takes f6, and d5 is a textbook example of how to break a blockade. Yeah, that was a beautiful way to play. Okay, the position we have on the board is a really complex position, very interesting. Yeah, we can see that white has an IQP, but this time it's not blockaded. We have a monster knight on e5, and the bishop on c2 is pointing at h7, so this can help for an attack. And an important thing is that the rook just came to e3 and is ready to swing to g3 or to h3. Yeah, the queen might enter the battle. Yeah, but for the time being, the knight on f6 is controlling both squares, g4 and h5. So the queen is just waiting for an opportunity to join the battle. The bishop may seem passive, but sometimes can join the battle in h6 or g5. So we can see that white's forces are ready to join the battle and go to the king's side to create some pressure. So what would you play? Really, the thing is about deciding where to place the rook. We have to decide if the rook is better placed on g3 or if the rook is better placed on h3. Well, time's up. All right, if you choose rook g3, congratulations, you found the strongest attacking plan. Both are similar. Yeah, this game was played by Gregory Kaidanov against Vichy Anand in 1987. Yeah, a very young Vichy Anand. Rook h3 puts immediate pressure on h7. Even I can tell you that is threatening bishop takes h7. Yeah, let's see queen c8, for instance. Bishop takes h7, knight takes h7, and queen h5. And yeah, that's it, because we're getting to h8 and that's checkmate. But against rook h3, black is going to play g6. This is the way to avoid bishop takes h7, even when it weakens a bit, yeah, the dark squares. This is the best way to defend. After rook g3, things are similar. We are putting pressure on g7. Probably bishop h6 is our threat. And well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that after g6, we can play bishop h6, rook e8, and here we can use the rook to sacrifice on g6 and, well, destroy black's king shelter, or to play h4, h5, and create sacrificial attacks later on. Well, the reality is that bishop takes g6 wins right away. So after h takes g6, knight takes g6, f takes g6, and we can place the queen in c2 or b1, and yeah, both are winning as the pawn is falling and our forces are joining the battle to deliver checkmate. For instance, king h8, queen takes g6. Yeah, we are threatening queen g7, so bishop f8 seems completely normal. Yeah, you might think that they are defending, but the reality is that this knight joins the battle, trying to lure this knight to e4 to deliver mate on g8, checkmate. And yeah, the knight is also trying to capture and yeah, bring another piece to the battle. So bishop h6, knight takes f6, and I think there is no defense. Yeah, we're capturing, and yeah, we're capturing the rook on e8 as well. And yeah, there is absolutely nothing I can do to survive here. This is the difference. Yeah, the placing the rook on g3 gives you an immediate attack. Yeah, the game continued with rook e8. He's trying not to weaken his king side. And after bishop h6, bishop f8, bishop g5, bishop e7, here there was another critical moment where Kaidanov simply played bishop takes f6. That is a mistake. He should have played h4 and bring the pawn to the attack. Yeah, the game could have continued with something like bishop d5, trying to put pressure on c3, h5. Yeah, now the pawn is joining the hunt, queen c8, bishop h6, threatening rook g7, bishop f8, bishop takes g7, bishop takes d7, and h6. And you can see the idea of, yeah, launching the pawn. Yeah, the pawn is already deciding the battle. And yeah, black is going to get checkmated. Okay, the game continued with bishop takes f6. After bishop takes f6, played bishop takes h7, king takes h7, queen h5, king g8, and he brought his knight to e4. Yeah, the thing is that rook h3, that may look promising, is simply answered by g6, and queen h7 is simply answered by king f8. So there is no checkmate. Well, after king e8, knight e4, bishop d5 was the continuation, rook h3, and Anand played king f8. And here we reach the third puzzle. Yeah, is white to move and checkmate in 3. This is an easy one. I hope you find it. Yes, you're right. Congratulations. The move is queen takes f7, rook takes f7, knight g6. Yeah, the king is forced to g8, and rook h8, checkmate. Anand resigned after queen takes f7. So thank you for your attention and see you next time.